Okay, today we're going to tie a crane booger, a small woolly booger designed for crane prairie to imitate damsel patterns. We're going to start with a 3 extra long, number 10, 1 extra strong nymph hook. We've slid in a small glass tires bead onto the hook. You'll have to bend the barb down to get that small size bead onto this hook. We're going to use uni 6/0 olive thread. We start the thread onto the hook, wind it right on back to the bend of the hook. For the tail, olive woolly booger marabou from Hairline Dubbing. Just grab a small little chunk of that, tear it off the stem. Tail needs to be about as long as the hook shank. Trim the butt ends up. Secure that in right at the bend of the hook, like so. For the hackle on this fly, I use a whiting hen cape. I've pre-selected the feathers out of the cape for this size fly, number 10. You want 1.5 to 2 times the hook gap on this. This is an olive grizzly hackle. Tie it in by the tip. Tie that in there. And then for the body of this fly, it's a mixed dubbing. It's a SLF squirrel in olive green with midnight light bright shredded and mixed in. Mix it with a coffee blender. You can see the dubbing there. It's got the light bright in it. I'm using Loon Swax, a high tack for the dubbing wax. It's extremely sticky. I'm tying on I'm using the rotary function of the vise. So we just grab a little bit of that and get it out of there, and you'll watch that swax will grab that dubbing and start dubbing it right onto the hook or the thread, like so. Come back and wind that back into the tie-in point of the hackle, and go ahead and wrap that dubbing on up to the bead. Take your hackle, start your hackle in, get up here, go ahead and take it right on up to the bead and tie in 3 or 4 extra wraps. There, tie that hackle down. Couple locking wraps. Stroke those fibers back and grab that couple more wraps, like so. Whip finish. Small drop of cement onto the eyes, onto the thread, and that's it. The prairie crane booger in olive green.